well. I've been vlogging the past few days because I've been living like a rot lifestyle. I don't know if it's a depressive episode or I'm just like want to stay inside because it's winter. I don't really know, but basically I haven't left the house in the past like 5 days unless I had to go get groceries for my grandma. So I literally have just been like at home journaling, reading, writing, whatever it is. Honestly, it's been fine to not go out because I saved money and I found things to do and I've just been hanging out with my grandma. But what I have noticed is that my energy level is really high because earlier in the Japan trip I was walking probably an average of like 16,000 steps a day, but now I'm walking like a couple thousand. If I go out to leave, otherwise like 800 steps. So I think my body doesn't have an outlet to like get all this energy out. I have 2 goals for today. One is to leave the house and the second is to walk at least 10,000 steps. So there's this little tea store that I want to go to and it's like a little over like it's like 1.5 kilometers away. Instead of taking the bus or anything there, I'm just gonna walk there and hopefully that'll help me get my steps in. Apparently it is pretty cold today, so I'll have to bundle up. It's kind of weird because I'm like, oh, like I'm in Japan, I don't always get to be in Japan, so like I should go out and like do all these different things, but then I'm also just like, no, I want to rot. So a balanced lifestyle, you know. This is the outfit for today. I have on my unique little white shirt that I got the other day, my baggy jeans from Taiwan, my Vivian necklace. This lace under layer is from this Japanese store called WC. I stopped by several tea stores in the area and got this yuzu green tea for my grandma, a new Kokusan chasen, and got this free hojicha sample. At the grocery store, I got mochi, restocked on my sesame dressing, and got my grandma and I's favorite 𝐭𝐦𝐴. And from a local business, I got sakura mochi and strawberry daifuku for my grandma and I to share. I had never gone to Kappabashi, Tokyo's ceramic and kitchenware district before, so I headed there to look for some ceramics for my grandma and I. I had dinner plans with family friends, so we met up outside of 𝐭𝐤𝐦𝐞 and decided to walk around until we got hungry. We ended up walking all the way to 𝐬𝐻 at one point because there was a store there I had been wanting to check out, and then found this ramen place back in asakusa for dinner. My family friend is vegan and I'm vegetarian, and asakusa is known for having decent vegan food, but we had an absolute nightmare trying to find dinner. This ramen place was actually our third restaurant we had stopped by to try to get dinner, because the first one was advertised as vegan but had barely any vegan options. The second restaurant gave me a normal vegetarian menu and gave my family friend a vegan menu just for the prices on the vegan menu to be like 30% more expensive than the exact same item on my menu, so we left that store immediately and finally ended up at this ramen place. Hi guys, I just got back home from my day out in like kappabashi in the Asakusa area, and we actually ended up walking to 𝐬𝐻 as well. Yesterday I did not get to 10,000 steps, I only got to 7,000, but it's okay because today I hit 25,000 steps. My feet hurt so bad, but it's okay, I got all my energy out today. I want to give you a little haul of the few ceramic ware things I got. I got 3 things, 2 of them are for my grandma that she asked me to pick up. The first is just this little white tray, and then she recently broke her donburi bowl, which is like a type of bowl for like ramen and stuff like that. I found this one with these like lines on them, and it's really simple, but I thought it was really cool. I was only looking for one thing for myself. One thing I don't have that I was looking for specifically in Japan is a matcha bowl with like a little spout. I don't know if that's what you'd call it, but like the kind of thing to help pour. It's called chawan, the bowl that you use to like whisk matcha in. I have multiple chawans, but none of them have the pouring thing, and because usually I'm not drinking out of the chawan itself, which is how it's traditionally done, I'm making it into a latte or something where you're like pouring it into another cup. I wanted something that would be easy to pour with, and it was actually so much harder to find like a chawan that I was looking for than I thought. So they had lots of places that had chawans, but the problem was like all the places that had chawans were pretty expensive, and I know they're pricing those up for the tourists. The trick is to go into the stores that like are dark and kind of scary looking, where it's like crammed together, like the bright, nicely lit, like displayed stuff. That's where it's gonna be expensive. You need to find the like maze store, and I found the maze store. I went in and I found this, and I don't think it's actually meant to be like a chawan, but it will serve my purposes. It's this gorgeous like swirl plant. Wow, now that I look at it, I like it even more. But yeah, it's this gorgeous swirl, and you can see it has a little spout here, and I mean like that's just beautiful. I don't think it's meant for tea, because usually the tea ones, like they don't have this curve. They're like the sides are more straight versus curved, but this is just so beautiful. I mean, like Japanese ceramics are just so stunning. Tomorrow morning I'm gonna make my matcha with this, and it's gonna be gorgeous. So I'm really excited, but like I'm just obsessed with this swirl. Like it's adorable. I love it so much. Big fan of swirls. Good morning, guys. Today I have an appointment at the consulate regarding my visa for my study abroad in Korea that's upcoming. So it's in the old neighborhood I used to live in, which is really fun. I love that area. So we're gonna go to a little cafe and then go to my appointment.